All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Group Chart Analysis. I'm in a different laptop right now. I'm over at the studio. Just got some thoughts. It is, what is it, Wednesday? Wednesday, July 25th, 2018. Sorry for the inconvenience of last night. I had something to deal with yesterday, and I had to cancel it. But it's all good because some of the pairs didn't really want it overall. I remember looking at GU last night. Overall, it started making the move up. So if you guys have been holding it long term, especially for this week, it started shooting up towards that blueberry, like as we had predicted. EU has been consolidating, but it did ultimately make that move upwards that we had predicted as well. So does it? This will be Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, so Sunday, Monday. Just been consolidating. U Chief, I don't think I've been touching U Chief. This one I feel like it's still going to take a little dip, but we'll look at it overall. UJ took that second drop. I mean, I wanted it to go down towards that Mayo, which it did, and it's divergent, so we can be looking for that buy soon. Or ultimately the break-in. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to check in. AU made the shot up, but it still has this little area to test. And I like this computer. It's so smooth. It's like literally perfect. GBP, JPY. We'll go over it all. So, all right. So let's start with EU. Let me look at these higher time frames, weekly. Overall, we're still looking at that downtrend. I've been wanting it to shoot up overall for that pullback that I've been showing you guys to that upside right here. If you have annotated skills. So it'd be like up to this area. Let me change the color. I've been wanting it to shoot up towards that daily water for the ultimate pullback because I don't think that this thing is actually going to be shooting up to that top. I really don't think it will. The RSI is telling me otherwise. I mean, if it does, then it's an ugly pattern, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to go up, hit that daily water, and it's going to shoot back down just from that weekly. Let's go to the daily. Daily, it's showing like it's divergent, so it's giving me a little bit more of a confidence, in believing that this thing is actually going to shoot up towards that Mayo. So if it breaks this water tonight on the daily, you guys are going to be seeing this thing shoot up. Let me look at this. The 4 hour. 4 hours still has some place to move. It still has to retest here. It's a nice zone it has to test. It's above the stationary 50. So it still has plenty of time to make some moves. What is this? Delete that. Let me drop this. Hitting a trend line as we speak. If it breaks this trend line to the upside, it's going to keep going up. If it breaks it down again, it's going to keep going down. Let me see this. I want to keep it there. Let's go to the hour. If this thing is doing what I think it's going to do, this thing should drop tonight because it's in that fringe. It's been hitting up in this high zone. Got a high here, 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 here. It's retesting it as we speak. It might shoot up maybe up towards the upside just maybe one more night. And then we'll look for that tank. Because right now, if you guys see this, it is a Wednesday, so midweek reversals are definitely there. It's overbought. It's divergent. It's going upwards. I still think it could shoot up a little bit more to kind of form something like this. Let me get the annotate. Where it could shoot down, come up. Small head and shoulders would be like left shoulder, head, possible right shoulder, and then a drop. That happens. First take profit would be the water as it comes across. The next one would be the Mayo. And I think that if it does this, because it's in a fringe and it's ranging, it's actually going to tank all the way down to that Mayo in the 15 minutes. So if it does, we'll be looking at this thing for a nice 30-pip drop easily. Maybe go right back down towards the blueberry for another 10 more pips. So we can look at a nice 40-something pip drop if it all does this correctly. So be on the lookout for that. We'll see how everything pops off and go from there. Now let's go to GU. GU, we had predicted at the beginning of the week that it was going to be a shot up. It was divergent. I said it was due for a pullback. It was coming out of the volatility bands. Now, in the 4 hour, I said at the beginning of the week that I wanted it to drop a little bit because of the false move, and it did do that. So it was good, and then it threw sauce right on here on the 4 hour. I wouldn't really say it's sauce, but it threw a pattern right over here. There was no divergence. Stayed inside the volatility band, and guys, this thing is going to keep going. Hold on one sec. NU and Chief J? Yeah, I can do those. This thing is going to keep going up to that 4-hour Mayo. So short term, you're looking for the continuation buy. It's going to keep going up about another 25 pips. So if you guys did a small risk, you could actually place a trade and then small risk right up to that blueberry. All right. So you want to be really, really careful on that. If you want to be smart about it, I mean, there's two things that could possibly happen. Let me actually draw this real quick on right there. So this is where the blueberry's at on the hour. That's where it's here. It's either going to be a straight shot where it doesn't even pull back. It just will go up here and then shoot, right? That's one option. Or it's going to pull back because, again, look, divergence, overbought, divergence going up. This thing could drop down, hit that blueberry, and hit that Mayo in the 15-minute, consolidate. And if it does, you'll be putting your take profit towards the 1.32285 area, which would be about, if it makes the pullback, hopefully around 40-something pips. So short term, that's what we're doing. Once it hits that zone in the blueberry, guys, that's where we're going to have to be really patient because it could either reverse back down because guess what? It's a downtrend, or it's going to break it, and we're going to be seeing something crazy happen over the next couple of weeks. If it breaks this Mayo, guys, in the 4-hour, which is the blueberry in the 1 hour, what's the next EMA it's going to be going to? The blueberry. If it breaks here, come back, retest, it's going to the blueberry. And guess how far that blueberry is on the weekly? Let's see. On the 4-hour, sorry. 276 pips. All right. So once it hits that zone, once it hits this zone, guys, on the blueberry for the hour, you are waiting because it could pull back. It could just chill there. It is what it could reverse. It's a downtrend. So one more day of push, then we'll look for the reversal back down to continue the trend. Chief. Chief has been consolidating for three months weekly. Do that railroad right at the top. I'm still looking for this thing to drop, guys. So if it breaks this daily water, it's going down to the daily Mayo. It threw softs. Look at that. You guys see this? I'll highlight it. I won't highlight it. I'll just circle it. Right here. That railroad right off the catch-up in the Mayo, it signifies a downtrend and a shot back down. So this thing is not divergent. It's not oversold. It still has room to push. Short term for the rest of the week, you guys are looking for this thing to shoot down. This thing is right there at that low, so it's still got a little bit more room. I believe it's going to break it, and if it breaks it, it's going to either test here, or we can look at it going down to that low for the big ranging. So, but I think it could actually drop because this. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Put this there. That's where that goes. All right, so it has to retest this support and break this trend line support. If it breaks it, boom, boom, drop all the way down to that blueberry. And this would be your entry. All right, so you got one more day of drop. Once it hits these zones, we'll have to be waiting for it because if it doesn't break it, guess where it's going to go? All the way back up. All right, so this is it. We're at a key point right now where it's either going to break or it's going to keep going back up. So just be patient. UJ, so this week, the end of last week, it tanked. It was divergent, overbought, clear as day. I actually wanted this thing to shoot up a little bit more, but it didn't because of how hard it was. And it actually, the beginning of this week, I had it dropping down to this Mayo again, which it did. Now it's breaking it, but the thing that is its prices going down, prices overbought, oversold, going up. So it's nice and divergent. But if this continues, it's going down to that blueberry. Now this is the 4-hour, so I can't really tell. Let me go to the hour. I don't think this is going to reverse, guys. I think UJs are going to keep dropping completely, to be completely honest. It is divergent, so the most that we could see for a midweek reversal is maybe a shot up. So put this here, either towards the blueberry / water and drop and continue to break this low and retest and drop again, or breaks the water. As the water forms around, you'll see it kind of cross like that. Horrible. Do like like that. You have price that comes back down, retests the blueberry in the water, comes up, hits that mayo. Nice little pullback zone, which actually lines up with that high. So if we are looking at this for a buy, your entry would be here. It's a nice 43 pips. And a buy from down here would be a nice 25 pips. But it's a downtrend. It is breaking lows. This could easily go all the way back down. You go to the daily. Clean this up. Now the daily is coming up on that water. So this is, and it formed a new high. It's moving for reversal. Two things are going to happen. It's either going to go down, hit that blueberry, and then reverse hard the next day, or it's going to reverse tonight, go up to that water, and we could possibly see the continuation back up towards at least this high, or this support right there, or this resistance. All right, so just be really patient on this. Let me see if I can find anything in the 15-minute. The 15 minutes also divergent. We'll have to see. I'm trying to draw this out for you guys so it makes a little bit more sense. Either break that water, come down, retest it, break the mayo, come down, retest it, go to the blueberry. Or I don't know if there's news. Is there news tonight? There's zero news. Or continuation, but I don't know. It's completely oversold. It was extremely oversold down there. So it was definitely questionable. We just got to see how everything goes. So just hold off on UJ until we can see a complete reversal. Do not play this unless it breaks these EMAs to the upside. If it doesn't, it's going to continue down. AU finally making a move, hitting that daily water, but guess what? I think it's going to break it. We're going to be seeing it come down to retest this zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 valid hits. This should go all the way back up. Come on. To here. Why is this not working? Up to here. So if that happens, 68 pips. That's pretty fucking good. So, short time frame, pull back, breaks the EMAs, breaks all the highs. You would look for consolidation, rise, or pullback, rise. You are looking for buys on AU. Long-term buying, okay? Long-term buying. Let me do this. GJ. Let's see. So let me go to the weekly. Through sauce on the weekly. Pulling back like perfectly. Daily still beneath. Guys, this is going to – so this is what I'm seeing right here. Seeing a bearish pendant. Now it's either going to consolidate. Let me draw this up. Boom, 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 drop. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen overall. So that means tonight you'll see it come up, hit this zone. If it hits that mayo, look where it lines up. The mayo lines up perfectly with what the trend line / channel is. So if it hits up here, you're going for that drop down to retest this trend line over here. I think it's going to be consolidating up and down for a little bit. So until it does, then you'll look for that breakage. Once it breaks, retest, drop again. 15-minute. Yeah, you guys are looking for the buy right now. This thing's going to go up to here. So we have about 20-something pips. If you want to wait for it to get up there and look for the sell, you can. If you're looking to scalp it in right now, you can scalp it in and rise it up to that blueberry because that's where it's going to go. I'm just saying. All right, let's go to UCAD. I haven't traded UCAD in so long, but let's see what I can do. All right, so we got this trend line. This trend line, go to the daily. Bam. There. We got perfect. We have this. seeing this. Nice break. This thing is going to continue down to this part of the trend line. All right. So hopefully you guys saw how I just did that. Overall channel hits the trend line up here, breaks this valid trend line down to the low. You saw it pop down for the last 2 days, meaning we are looking for a small pullback. It is divergent, but it's going to continue down to here. That's where it's going to continue. So you're either going to wait for it to consolidate, drop, or small pullback towards this water, drop again. So overall, you're looking for sells, but short term, just be careful because UCAT is a bitch, and she will take your soul. So just be careful on that. EA. Weekly, obviously we've been waiting for this thing to drop. I still have it for a drop long term. So, and the reason why I say this is still a drop long term, guys, is because let me show you. This RSI will do that. When I see a shark fin like this on the stationary 50, as it gradually pulls back, like you're seeing here, this tells me a continuation. So I'm going to say this is going to continue. So long term, you're selling it. Daily, it's obviously inside of a fringe. You're going buy low, sell high right here. As it does that, it'll continuously go up. So, I mean, this thing could still shoot up tonight because of how it's been going in and out of the trends, and especially since there's no pattern. So, like, what I'm going to say is short term, if we're going on the daily, it bounced off that blueberry twice. And when I see that, that indicates, come on, buys. Back up. Once it gets back up, sell it again. All right. Your best bet are the sells up here. But short term, you're looking for it to buy to at least come here, here, or continue the fringing and go all the way back up to the top, right up to this recent high. Does that make sense? Because if it does, y'all be smart and you'll sell the fuck out of it when it gets back up here because that's where it's going to go. But long term, selling this bitch. And then somebody said NU and Chief J. So we'll do NU. NU. Where are you? Where is NU? There it is. And then Chief J. So here. Monthly downtrend. Weekly pullback. It's got to go up to the blueberry. Rising. It's going to be rising until about here. Let me see that data again. 4 hour. Still has room to move. No sign of divergence. 1 hour is breaking the blueberry. 15-minute. You are looking for buys. So why'd I just do that? So the water. So short term, you're doing this. Pull back to that blueberry, consolidation, rise again. Let's look at this 15-minute. That blueberry, which actually should be lined up with 15-minute water as it continues. So you'll see price will come down, pull back, and as it pulls back, you will see this continue towards it. So you might see a little bit of a more pullback down, but around this area, you'll see a drop. So pullback, and on top of that, it's overbought and it's divergent, indicating the reversal for the midweek reversal is going to be a shot down. And then during New York session, hopefully London session tomorrow, you guys should be seeing this thing skyrocket back up because it still has room to go. So pull back down, continue to buy it. Chief J, wrong template. I need to get me one of these computers, man. This thing's so fast. We can be going through this shit so much faster than my damn laptop. Weekly, daily. I like this here. There. Daily. There. It's not divergent. Downtrend, it's going to keep going. Sells. Sells. If you want to even do this, you can even It's not the best one, but I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah, no. It's just going in a downwards channel right now. So what I want you guys to do is just wait for it to shoot up, and then you can sell it again. So look for this. Keep selling it. That's why I think JPY is going to keep dropping overall. So just be patient with this, but it's going to keep dropping. It is divergent, but it could be divergent for a while and continue down, especially since on this higher time frame it still says sell. Yeah, this thing's going to be dropping down to this trend line here, guys. So we still got room. Keep selling it. All right, so we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We did 10 pairs. And I'll do gold. That's the other pair I normally forget to do. See if they have gold on here. Dollar. Gold. So it has been rising. Nice. I did want this pullback to happen overall. It's hitting that catch up on the daily, and it's divergent on the daily too. It's oversold. It's due. I think this pair, I think gold's going to actually keep rising, which is valid with EU, which would also make U cheap valid too for the sell. So I think this thing's going to continue up. If not, let me actually draw out this trend line that I see. Look at that. So guys, if it breaks this trend line that it's breaking right now, it's going up to that 1 hour blueberry, that 4 hour Mayo. So you are going to see a nice buy. You're going to see nice buying opportunities on gold, but don't be fooled because this shit is still valid for sells. Let me see if I can draw the trend line that I had. Right there. Actually, shit. I would actually be careful because you see this trend line I just drew? That's based off of the weekly. This is the weekly trend line. I know it's throwing all these wicks and stuff, so I for sure don't want you guys to buy this yet until it clears these trend lines. Once it clears it and comes down to retest it, then buy it. Gold is a technical pair. Do not just buy it because it's divergent. This could be the pullback right here. A pullback is not necessarily towards that water. If this thing hits the zone and drops, guess what? You're fucked. So you really gotta wait. Wait for it to clear, pull back, then buy it. If not, it's hitting a supply. It's hitting a support or resistance, sorry, from the weekly trend line, and it's also hitting the 4 hour trend line right here. See this 1 hour. It still has room to shoot up. So I think it's at least going to retest this trend line, and then we'll see from there. Where's this high at? This high is right in the middle. Look where it wicked. Right off of it. Literally right off of it. And it's divergent here. Be careful on gold. Really. I want it to shoot up a little bit more on a higher time frame because that's what it's showing. Especially on like this 4 hour. I think it could shoot up. But gold is also technical, so sometimes it will disagree with these EMAs, okay? So that's why I'm saying be careful because gold could actually keep dropping. It could keep dropping. So we'll be patient on that. All right, does anybody have any questions? That was pretty much the analysis for tonight. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, so we'll finish off the week strong. Get in midweek reversal tonight, guys, so be really careful. Wait for like London session, New York session to trade. I would not trade now. Oh, look at EU, man. It actually makes sense because no, I had EU for the sell, didn't we? I said gold. I said gold's gonna be buy. No, EU's gonna drop. This is hitting that trend line and it's hitting resistance. So for gold, if we're sticking to the technical aspect, then this is supposed to drop, guys. It's hitting resistance, the weekly trend line, and a 4 hour trend line. So sell. And it's with the trend because it's technically a downtrend. So that would be so stupid acting to buy it. So sell it. Do I trade Bitcoin? Not really. It was just on there. But, I mean, the way I do the technical analysis on here is the exact same shit for Bitcoin. There's no difference. the pip movement is a lot faster. So like stop hunts can obviously be more crucial, but you just got to be more patient with crypto. But all right, guys, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys later. Be safe in the markets tonight and look for these setups, man, because these are really nice setups coming. So I shall talk to you guys soon. All right, guys. Peace out.